Katie. I'm the lead investigator with IPS, which stands for Investigators of the Paranormal and Supernatural. Today, we are going over a couple of ideas and equipment that, we thought would be cool to use during investigations, give them a try out, test them out, see how they would work, debunk anything that could be debunked. First up is this motion activated dog. So I'm going to turn it on. As you can see, there's a little camera right there. He's already going because I got in front of his camera. So I'm going to place him down here. I'm going to let him get done doing his thing. Alright, I'm going to move him this way a little bit. Alright, now as I move my hand in front of the motion sensor, you can see that he goes off, and I did not touch him. So as you can see, I made it almost 2 feet, give or take, with just my hand. Now something with more mass, let's try that. So I'm going to start at a good distance, and I'm going to slowly move it towards him. So, about the same distance, even with something of this mass. We had also wondered if maybe it wasn't something that, maybe movement as far as, vibrations, shock. As you can see, I can hit around him. Nothing to make him go off. It's only when something passes in front of the sensor. Hey guys, it's Katie with IPS again. It's dark out because we was riding by, and we decided that we wanted to show you guys what would happen if you took an EMF detector and got close to an electric source such as a power plant. So I'm going to turn it on. And as you can see, I don't even have to get close to it, and it's already going off. Closer I get.
Hold on.
Okay. The closer I get, it gets higher and higher. So that's the kind of effect that any type of electricity can have on an EMF detector. Now I'm gonna pull up the app that I have on my phone, and we're going to see if that app, if the EMF detector on that is just as reliable. So the app is called GhostTube. Alright, it's calibrating. So as you can see, here's the EMF detector. Alright, I'm going to walk towards it and see if it does anything. It's not picking up anything from out here other than a small spike. So, the original EMF detector works better as far as detecting EMF ratings when it comes to any type of finding electromagnetic fields. Definitely won't need an EMF detector for that. Alright, so we're outside and we're under some power lines As you can see, we have the EMF and ghost tube. So we're just seeing if we can get any spikes. I'm going to hold them apart so they don't interfere with each other. I'm going to hold the EMF up like this to see if we can get any spikes. And as you can see, standing under all these electrical wires and poles, I'm not getting anything. So you have to be really close. Alright, now I'm going to hold the ghost tube app up and see. And just like the EMF reader, it too is not getting any type of readings. So I conclude that you would have to be really close to those wires to get any reading on either one of these devices. Okay, so we're back again with the EMF reader and the ghost tube app, and now we're going to test out their reliability at home, seeing how they react to appliances and with each other, and comparing the two, seeing which one's more accurate. So I've already got the ghost tube one turned on, and I'm going to lay it down here to see if they will react to each other. I'm going to turn the EMF on. And I'm going to lay this one down here. Alright, so now we're going to do a 60-second segment to see if either one of these set each other off. So, now we just wait and see. This one's still at a 0. And this one, since it's only measured by a bar, it's still not spiking on anything either.
Don't go there.
Okay, so it's been 60 seconds now and neither one of them has reacted, so I'm going to move my phone because phones do give off electromagnetic fields themselves. I'm going to actually move it closer and see if it reacts. So far, this is still at a 0, and this is still not spiking on anything. Alright, now I want to move them even closer. Here, we're actually, that was just my battery letting me know that it's going dead because I need to charge my phone. So, I'm actually going to put them like that. As you can see, it's still at a 0. This one's still not spiking on anything as well. So far, you could tell that you'd have to be at a really good distance for them to pick up on anything as far as cell phones go. Because at this distance, it's not picking up on a cell phone. Now, what happens when I put the cell phone right on top of it? Let's see. As you can see, we're getting a spike. Now it's going back down. Now it's fluctuating again. So you would have to be right on top of a cell phone with the EMF reader to pick up any type of electromagnetic field or get any type of interference from a cell phone. The Ghost Tube app, it will as well pick up. So it is pretty reliable at detecting its magnetic fields as well from anything. Now, if we go around the house to test out a few pieces of equipment, let's see what they do. So we're going to start with my deep freezer. So here's the EMF. If I get down here by the socket. Maybe there we go. Now, I'm sorry people, I hit the wrong button. So you can see that it does have a reading because it is detecting an electromagnetic field with the with the deep freezer. Now let's try the Ghost Tube app. It too is also picking up on the EMF readings. Alright, now let's move over to a different one. Alright, we're going to turn the air conditioner on. It's going to be loud for a minute. Ghost Tube picks up a little bit by the air itself. As you can see, just by the air conditioner itself is just barely a little bit. And the EMF actually picks it up. Now if we get down to the plug-in, EMF pick it up. And it had a really high spike there at first. It was at 18. And now we do it with the Ghost Tube. As you can see, the EMF does better with electrical outlets and whatnot. And Ghost Tube does better with bigger appliances. So now we're going to move over to the microwave. The microwave is plugged in. It is not on, not being in use. There's the EMF. As you can see, that's some pretty big spikes. You can see how close we are to the microwave and the fridge itself. Whereas when we was at the power plant earlier, we was at a pretty good distance and it was picking up a lower spike. Now let's see what the Ghost Tube does. Alright, as you can see, being in close proximity with that is picking up as well. Alright, let's try to the range. We get nothing through here. Let's try if we get closer to where the electric is. So as you can see, it's spiking up the closer you get to any wires, outlets, and whatnot. Now let's try with the Ghost Tube app. So if I get down here, just close to the appliance, you can see the spike in it. Let's see if we can get a reading back here like we did with the EMF. So as you can see, it also picks it up. Alright, now we're going to go back over here to the... Alright, so just from what little bit we've tested out, we do know that you have to be pretty close to something to get a spike on these. You can't be within, you know, like a few feet and get a spike. It's got to be something very, very powerful, such as the power plant we was at, or it's not going to pick up unless you're right up on it. Now, with the ghost tube, so far it seems pretty reliable. We were getting readings just like we were with that. We probably will use it in our investigations as far as, you know, the app goes, but we'll also be using the EMF because why not? It's actual, you know, it's real. But I do think that they are both reliable, and I do think that we've tested it out enough to know what will set it off in the parameters of where we know. The parameters of where we know we can stand in a building or a place that we are investigating to know if we're going to get a spike that's paranormal or a spike that is EMF. If we walk up to something that has electric, then we know most likely it's going to be from that magnetic field. If we're out in the middle of nowhere and we get a spike, that's going to be unexplainable for the most part. So, that's all for the research of this as of right now. Thank you.